It's Memorial Day. No, it's Labor Day. And my husband, thank you, Augie. My husband and daughter are sleeping. They stayed up really, really late having a movie night. And so I came outside with little Charlie just to make a little video. So I reweighted her last night. I guess that's the first big news. Let's take a look at her outfit first. Gosh, I'm loving her in this. So she's wearing this simple Burt's Bees sleeper. It's like a cream color with gray, trim and cuffs at the legs, and then it's got these sort of pencil sketches of bees all over it, big bees. And she's wearing a yellow onesie underneath, and she's got her handmade yellow bonnet and her little yellow passy with the bear on it. You can hear the dogs. You might even see them running in and out of the frame a little bit. Thank you, Augie. Thank you, Augie. Yeah. Shh. Oh, the neighbors have opened the door, so they're barking at the neighbors. So anyway, last night I decided to adjust her weight. What was going on, if you watch the re-weighting video that I made, it was my first time with the superfine glass beads. In the past, I've only ever used what was already in the doll. So I had pre-ordered these beads, and they were super, super fine. Polished glass beads. They were almost like sand, because they were so fine. And when I put them in the knee-high stocking, they were coming through, or at least the powder was coming through. I've since heard from several of my friends that happens to them too. I just had no idea. But I had gone and gotten a pair of new like pantyhose, the real shimmery, the thick, the good quality ones. It stinks that I cut them now because I have to go find a new pair. But the ones that have that shine and sheen, but they're thicker, and so that mostly stopped the beads from coming through. But then she felt like, I don't know, I just felt like she had a brick inside of her, because while I could mush and mash that to be flatter instead of tall and tubular, I know that adjusted, and so I just felt like there was this and it wasn't, it just wasn't very pliable and flexible. And then she had another one up in her chest, and so it was like that. And so I was obsessing about it, and I thought about it while going to bed the other night. No, Augie, leave it. But I really felt like I was out of zip ties. I actually ordered some really nice, like the smallest, finest zip ties that are super strong, like 18-pound tensile strength with the metal teeth. They'll be here in about a week. But then I found my bag of like 100 zip ties, because I went digging. I was like, if I can find one zip tie and take her head off, then I can fix this. Because then I also felt like she was just really, so she was heavy. She felt like a little too solid. Like she didn't feel, I mean, I could push her and pose her into positions, but I just didn't feel that she was very flexible. So I thought, well, I'm going to take some of her stuffing out. I'm going to put the beads into these other stockings, and we'll go, and then I'm just going to do that. And then I ended up, you guys, making her heavier. What I ended up, I'm sorry, the dogs are playing with the neighbor dog, so you're going to hear some barking, but what I ended up doing was removing some of the padding underneath the first bag, and putting that first bag into the softer stocking. And thank you, Ashley, for letting me know that I could just like double it, tie it, and then double fold it over, fold the loose part on top back over. And as you had said that the ones from Bountiful Baby are better, and that would be great. I just hadn't ordered any, and like I said, I was obsessing about it, so I couldn't really wait. But I think I'll do that for the future and try those out. So I did that, and then I think I went through 5 or 6 zip ties taking her head off to fix things. But so ultimately what I did was, so we have the lower bag of beads, and then I put not too thick, but a layer of polyfill in the middle here, so that and it's not packed tight, so there's some space. And then I have a second bag of beads that I also put into the thinner stocking. And then I played with the stuffing up here a bunch. And what I ended up doing was putting the stuffing all in here, and then I put a third, the smallest bag of beads that actually came from her artist originally, that was in her when I opened her up at the very top, just under her neck. And so her head is supported up, but it's very flexible. And then there's polyfill right around outside of her body, outside of each bag of beads, although I can feel the beads mush a little bit behind her head here. But so her weight shifts and flows with the beads, and she's flexible, and she has every bit of stuffing back in her plus a bag of beads, and yet she's more slender or consistent through the middle here and movable. So I haven't weighed her yet, but I know I've added at least another couple of ounces to her weight. But now I'm happy. Now the neighbor is out talking, and I'm just going to keep pretending that I'm busy so that I can't talk. So I started thinking about the OCD tendencies that I have as I was reweighting her. Because in the back of my mind, I'm still always thinking about the original weight that was used, the original way the doll was. Does it fold just right? Does it lay just right? Does she look too long? What's her proportion? Wanting everything to be just so. Also, oh, you need a bath then. I'm gonna give you a little bath. Also, so some of you may know that our puppy ate my my dummy that was sent with Rooster, and it had a pink bird on it. It was really, really cute, and so the artist sent me a new one, and then it was like 3-4 weeks and it hadn't come, so she was set to send me another one, and then the package showed up. But you guys, it's yellow with a white bird on it. So now I'm like, I feel like I need the exact same pink one that was Brewster's, because that was hers, and obviously, that was amazing that Wendy even volunteered to send me a new dummy. I mean, it's just a pacifier. I was just showing her the funniness of it, and she was like, "Oh, I'm going to send you a new one." So it looks like Charli is going to get a new passy, because yellow is her color and definitely not Brewster's color. So do you have any OCD type tendencies when it comes to collecting? I know that for some of us, having the glows just right or the lighting just right, that's definitely valid and understandable. I have weird things like, this isn't necessarily doll related, but if I find something in my pocket of a jacket maybe that I haven't worn for a while, I have to put it back in the jacket. And then like even the next year I'll find it, and then I keep having to put it back in the jacket. It's very strange. So a little update on the job front. The company that I interviewed with they are still wanting to hire me, but they still have like a freeze on salary expansion in the market. So they have me staying in touch with them before I accept any other opportunities. I did interview with another company that's in our wellness industry, but I just didn't have the relationships with the companies that would really benefit the position. So I'm 99.9% positive that ship has sailed and that is not my opportunity. It would have been great though, because it's a great company. The opportunity was the right opportunity. And I have another interview. I had a phone screen with the recruiter, and I have another interview with the company that I used to work for way back when, before I bailed on the corporate world, on Wednesday of this week. And I actually have a really good feeling about that. I was much more excited about the opportunity than I anticipated. So hopefully I should know what my plan is by next week. Yeah, so let's just take a moment to talk about Charli Girl again. I hope that being outside and the natural lighting is good for her. She is just, I mean, so not only if I could make a baby real would I just love to make her real, but if I were to think about who is the closest to being real, like who would I think might actually have some essence in her, she would be the top of my list from my collection. There is just something about this baby. Now, I think I've mentioned this before, but her artist created her with her cousin's daughter in mind. I saw a picture of her cousin's daughter, and she had blonde hair and the same color eyes, and her little ears stick out too. So I don't know whether because she infused that love into the doll, the personal inspiration, maybe the artist does that with all of her babies, I don't know, or if it's just the sculpt, or if it's just my connection to how cute the doll is. I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you. I mean, she's not perfect. Her art's not perfect, you know, and it's certainly not the most detailed I've seen, but there is something about this doll, you guys. I mean, look, and now she's heavy. She has got to be at least, she's got to be at least 5 pounds, 5 ounces. You see how she's moving? So her head pops back, but not crazy. She's got this bag of beads at the back base of her neck here. So it flows with the beads. She can move. So we are, oh, look at your ducky went around there. We are loving this Charli Girl. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing something fun for your day off, or doing nothing, which sounds the most fun to me. I cannot seem to get to that point in my life yet, but maybe when I'm 60. We shall see. What is that? So I would love to hear from any of you down below. Do you have a doll that you, in your collection, that you fawn over? That you're just like, oh, every time you see the baby, every time you see pictures of the baby, you rewatch your videos of that baby, maybe. Like, who is it in your collection that has your heart? Whether it's that they're so stunningly gorgeous, or because you have that magical connection to them. Who is it that just gets you without fail? Even if it's all of them, who's your top one? Let me know. And do you have videos of them up that I can go watch? Alright, I hope everybody enjoys fun company, fun relaxation, fun quiet if you desire good food, whatever it may be today, when most of the country is taking a rest. Enjoy your Labor Day. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for coming and watching my channel, and for visiting my sweet little Charli Girl. We love you all. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, if you like to hear chat videos and random talks with cute babies. Either way, thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys, and until next time.